Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to my Fallout 4 series of the Bleachers to the Fens Sheriff's Department, where today I've gone ahead and reverted our save file back to the one before we cheated in all those levels, and we're here inside of our player home, just waiting to read the wedding invite to progress to, I assume, a very long story episode today, which I'm looking forward to. I'm excited to see it. But yes, we're going to be doing Making It Official and seeing where things go from there. Now, I am a little sad, though, before we move on to that. It appears that when I did get the new suit of power armor for the last mission, it took away my old suit of power armor in here. I left it right here. I was really hoping I'd have two sets of FSD power armor. That appears to not be the case. Unfortunate. Oh, well, let's get ourselves out of this thing, as it'd probably be real rude to show up to a wedding in a suit of power armor. Granted, Lily would probably be into that. And let's actually head over, since I'm assuming it's all going to be going on, over by the greenhouse. Let's actually go to the greenhouse itself. Yeah, let's go to the left field diner, just in case anything happens outside of it. Yeah, let's go there. So we'll just fast travel over that way, read the wedding invite, and then I assume we're going to have to wait until a specific time, which, would make sense. And then, yeah, we'll see a wedding between Lizzie and Rizzo. I wish them both very well, especially now that they've been successful in their mission to, well, pseudo-successful. I'm very certain that the Institute would have had other facilities in places, but as far as they know, their successful mission to destroy the Institute. Oh, you know what I meant to do last episode, but I forgot? I was going to try to see if we could still teleport into the Institute right now. Huh. Well, depending on how things go today with the wedding, we may still go and try that. Do we still have the icon? We do. Interesting. Well, that's for later. If I remember. Alright, let's go read the wedding invite. And down we go to the W's. Oh boy, I got so much crap in here. I wish I could get rid of a lot of it, but a lot of it's quest things that cannot be gotten rid of. There it is, wedding invite. Oh, ooh, what lovely, printing on this. You are warmly invited to attend the wedding ceremony of Lily Adamcat, oh my god, is that her actual full name? And Richard Zohair. Really, that's his name? I've just always referred to him as Rizzo. It makes sense, though. The R and the I from Richard and the C and the O from Zohair there. Nice. At noon in the center-filled greenhouse. I cannot read the very bottom thing. Something to follow? I don't know. I can't read that. Alright, well, cool. We've read the reservation. And now, enter the greenhouse between 11 a.m. and noon. Oh, yeah, do not fast travel there. Well, I'm glad I didn't do that. Granted, we would have been there early, but still. I'm also kind of curious about something real quick before we do wait. Let's head over to Lily's and see if Lily's there getting ready. I'm intrigued. Or is she just going to be chilling in her power armor as per usual? Lily! Now, she's tending to her power armor while slightly clipped into the desk. Got it. Cool. Neat. Alright, I'm going to wait here. So, 11 and noon. So, we need to be... it should be fine if we do that. Yeah, sure. We'll be fine. It won't take us 13 in-game minutes to get to the greenhouse door that's, just right there. We'll be good. And if not, we just wait another day. Oh, no. Wait. Crap. I chose the 10:47 a.m. Shut up. I meant to go one more. I was going back and forth and I did the wrong one. Oh, well. Oh, wait. No, I did. Abernathy Farm's under attack. Oh, no, it was the... never mind, I'm good. I was thinking of the wrong numbers. Okay, and Centerfield Greenhouse. In we go. Let's go watch a wedding. And... those other people getting kicked out of the greenhouse as we were coming in. Haha. Get back to work. You're not invited. Or maybe you are. Who knows? I have no idea who you were. I didn't recognize either of those people. But let us see what we got.
I can't believe it's finally happening, Lily.
Oh, everyone changed dresses magically.
And you did it. I'm so proud of you.
I should have dressed up.
Yeah, Rizzo was a tough one to pin down, wasn't he?
Was he?
I'm about to close the trap on him now.
Mm-hmm.
Shelly really came through with this dress, didn't she? It's amazing.
Hold still just a second. I'm trying to fix your shoulder strap. I don't know why you insist on wearing your shoulder pauldron today.
'Cause it holds my scarf on.
So why are you wearing the scarf today?
Because the sheriff gave it to me. Next question.
Okay, fair. That makes sense.
Then let me fix your panty line.
What?
Panty line? That's my holster strap. You saw the panties Shelly gave me to go under this. They're riding so high you can see them when I yawn.
Okay. That was amusing.
Good grief, Lily.
Just how high can these things, go?
Okay, I think I'm just supposed to get in position. There's just going to be a handful of probably...
Good grief, Lily.
Yep, okay, we're in a loop now. Got it. All right. Yeah, we definitely got to move into position.
No.
Oh, well, am I like Lily's best man over here?
Good grief,
It's having me
Lily.
stand over that way.
How high can
Aw, Lily, I didn't know you cared. Okay, I mean, weird, but right. She never asked me. I would have said yes, sure, but...
Yep. I think we got all the bits where they're supposed to be.
You sure about that?
Our DP. No escape now, Rizzo.
Ha.
I ain't going nowhere. Don't worry about that.
Time to shine, Lily.
You know, I was worried about being
I don't know.
underdressed,
All
but
this
thankfully the other
guys.
FSD people aren't dressed up either.
Greenhouse. Being my best maid and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's made of honor, Lily.
Okay,
Whatever.
she's made.
You
Why
gonna
am I
lock
standing
me
here
up
then?
there, or am I gonna be too old to have kids by the time I take my vows?
That's my Lily. We're on our way.
Ha.
Mendel, play the bridal march.
Oh, we couldn't hear Mendel talking over there. All right, got it. Wait for Lily to get to her spot. Wait, hold on. What was the full thing? Her spot. Sometimes it takes a bit for Dr. M to wake up. Apologies. Wait, what? Oh, I assume Mendel back there. All right, we're
Dearly
good.
beloved, we are gathered here today to witness the matrimony.
Boring.
Seriously,
Holy
Lily?
shit! Give me a chance at least, Will.
That right there is why I love you, girl.
Yeah, it seems appropriate for
Love
her.
you too, sugar buns.
Sugar
And so
buns.
it begins. Every damn time.
Mm-hmm.
Quiet, both of you.
Will you two shut up and let me do my job?
I know, right?
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, of course. Sorry. Go right ahead, my man.
Right. I'll skip the boring shit then. Lily. I'm sure I speak for everyone here, Lily, when I say we're truly happy for you and Rizzo today.
Yeah, sure.
Today almost wasn't, because not that long ago, we thought we had lost Lily. I remember where I was when Bob told me what I was doing, and I bet the rest of us here do as well. That's how hard the news hit. It was like the brightest light in the Commonwealth was extinguished.
I don't know if I
I've
go
known
that
Lily
far.
pretty much her whole life. She's the closest thing I got to a younger sister. I also see a lot of people come and go from the diner. They all blur one into the other. Just more wastelanders like me and the rest of them. But not Lily. You always remember Lily. You remember her fire. And our world was a lot darker when we thought we'd never get to see that fire again. Her bright light that makes each day memorable.
Oh, DP. You're gonna make me cry.
I mean it though. When Bob discovered it was just a synth duplicate that they... Well,
Yeah,
that's not
we're at a
why
wedding here,
we're
people.
anyway. I just want to say this. Not long ago, I was speaking at your funeral, Lily. And we had no idea how we'd go on. Today, I'm speaking at your wedding. And that really makes today something extra special. And it makes today a happy day. You guys ready?
I hope you'd be happy
Let me
day. It's a
at
wedding.
him.
Ready as ready gets.
Before I begin, I want to stress to those here that they wrote their own vows.
Oh, no.
So let's get on with it.
Oh, no.
I, Richard Zohar, do take you, Lily Adamcat, as my lawfully wedded wife, to honor and to hold, to love you and only you, to listen to you cry when your T60 breaks,
Ha.
to not switch your coffee to decaf,
That would be
to
rude.
whoop the ass out of anyone who messes with you, to raise a herd of kids to torture Uncle DP, Aunt
Ah.
Sheriff, and Aunt Babs, and to do everything you tell me if I know what's good for me.
Oh, God, Lily
Until
is a
death
parent.
do us part.
I, Richard Zoa, to take you, Lily Adamcat, as my lawfully wedded wife, to honor and to hold, to love you and only you, to listen to you cry when your T60 breaks.
Oh, we're
to
going
not
through this whole
switch
mess
your
again, huh?
coffee to
Okay, cool.
decaf, to whoop the ass of anyone who messes with you, To raise a herd of kids to torture Uncle DP and Sheriff and Aunt Babs, and to do everything you tell me if I know what's good for me. Until death do us part.
And Lily, repeat after me. I, Lily Adamcat, do take you, Richard Zohar, to be my lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold, to love like crazy, to put our kids into T60s the moment they can open one on their own, to break the legs of anyone who messes with you or our kids, or our T60s.
That seems
Proud
right.
of you when my T60 breaks, to love you and only you, to share my life with you and be by your side for the rest of my days, until death do us part.
I, Lily Adamcat, do take you, Richard Zohar, to be my lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold, to love like crazy, to put our kids into T60s the moment they can open one on their own, to break the legs of anyone who messes with you or our kids or our T60s, to cry to you when my T60 breaks, to share my life with you and be by your side for the rest of my days, until death do us part.
If anyone can think of any reason why these two should not be married,
Oh my god, are we gonna get the chance to do something?
The ceremony.
Ha!
I don't think anyone feels like dying today, DP.
Ha!
Nobody objects?
I was kind of hoping I
Thank
could,
God
just
for small
because it would be
miracles.
funny.
That could have gotten ugly. Then, by the power vested in me when you asked me to do this,
Ha!
and 3 Nuka-Cola Darks, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Congratulations, you two.
Where the hell
I'm
are these
so
little confetti
happy
bombs
for
coming
you.
from?
I ain't gonna protect you if you piss her off.
Ah,
Welcome
yeah.
to married life, you guys.
Quit standing around. Abby needs a playmate.
Thanks for coming, you guys. Sorry you gotta
Already
get back
pressuring him
to
into
work
kids.
Right away.
Welcome to the family, Rizzo.
Let's go eat, guys. Twisted Mist has probably got everything set up by now.
Give me
Sweet.
a minute, guys. I've got to clean this stuff up first.
I
Oh,
will
leave it
assist
for
you.
later,
Sir,
Babs.
we need to get back on duty. We have everything under control. Enjoy the food.
Of course, Lieutenant. You know where I'll be.
Okay. It says complete. Go to the wedding reception in the diner. Got it. Domus Nostra 2. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Is that going to be the really long part? Are we going to... Is this where it's going to be like 30 minutes long? Oh, no. Just leave it for later, Barbara. All right, fine. Let's go to the diner. Oh, God, there's a queue. Oh, boy. Skip ahead. Go ahead of Lily. She's not important today on her wedding day. I'll just skip right by. Wonderful. Oh, yeah, I guess I do gotta click. I mean, I know where I'm going, but, yeah, over here. All right. Oh, God. Yep, some people going back to the job. Some people coming over here. Got it. Take our seat. Oh, everyone teleported. Oh.
Hey, there you are.
Huh?
Have a seat. I was just telling DP and Rizzo about some of the insane shit we did.
We
I've been
have done a
trying
lot
to
of
get
crazy
her to wait
shit.
Until everyone gets here. I got a feeling there's going to be a lot to tell.
Oh,
Tell me
no.
About Cooter's place, that the Gunners made him live in his tool shed.
I still gotta go and drink with that
Really
dude.
fucked up. I'm glad you showed up when you did, because knowing the Gunners, he was either going to be sold or killed when they were done.
Oh, the fucked up part is they drank all his beer that he brews for himself.
I know,
It was
right?
littered with empty bottles.
Just gonna have to brew more
All
beer.
the low-down dirty shit to pull, to drink a man out of all of his beer.
I know, right,
Man, oh
Rizzo?
man, was he ever pissed the fuck off.
Also, by the way,
Sure.
congratulations, you two.
Wait, what? Why? What did she ever do to him? I doubt they'd even ever met.
Hangman's Alley. He blames her for poking a stingwing's nest.
Yeah?
You know, getting him all riled up, paranoid, and taking turf back from him.
I guess I could see his point of view.
Yeah? How so? Aren't the Gunners responsible for what the Gunners do?
Oh, for sure. I didn't say it was her fault. I just
Partially.
had to see his point of view. I mean, think about it. He's out there, minding his own shit. One day, some Gunners with a bone to pick with the sheriff show up and turn him into a slave as part of a plan to get back at her.
Yeah.
A little nobody like him out on the edge of nowhere? He was enjoying the status quo. Not being noticed is a big advantage in this world.
True.
Someone that unimportant. His only real danger was being replaced by a synth because the Institute makes no sense. Nobody else would bother with him.
Makes
None
sense
of
if
that
you're a
would
part
have
of it.
happened if the sheriff stopped with beating the Gunners. But she, well, we were both there and we both helped.
What was she supposed to do? Feed him? Let us tear him apart with our pitchforks and bare hands? Let him go? And Hangman's Alley would have never happened if the Gunners hadn't attacked in the first place. Where do we stop tracing back blame?
One thing I've learned is people keep tracing back blame and stop whenever it's most convenient to fit the story they want to be true.
Oh, too true.
Another thing I learned is that the tougher the problem, the more complicated it is to fix.
Also true.
There's no such thing as an easy fix for a tough problem.
Very true.
What I'm saying is there's no easy answer here. You and Kuda both make good points, and that just might be as good as it gets. The sheriff acted the way she thought was right and most effective. And it was. But nobody could have known Kuda would suffer for it years later.
You know, you're a lot smarter than you look, DP.
I was just thinking the same thing, Lily.
Been hearing that my whole life. I must look really stupid because I've never felt smart a day in my life.
Well,
I don't know, those glasses make you look pretty smart. A lot like Babs.
I disagree
Really?
there with that,
No.
Lily.
Oh.
Don't worry about that, DP. You're a good man. Barb sees it, or she wouldn't keep coming by for her meals or sitting with you in the greenhouse.
Too true.
You really think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, helping me get ready for the wedding got her talking a little. Just
Oh?
keep doing what you're doing. Be yourself, and it'll happen.
Nice. Oh, sheriff, just everyone else just popped into
There's a
existence.
very
Got it.
large water tank you're talking about, Doctor. Do we have the resources?
We don't have to fabricate a new tank. There's one at the old show propane branch about a half day east of here that would do the job. There's probably leaks at the weld points after this long, but we can patch those from the inside and it will pressurize just fine.
What are we talking about a
Very
water tank
well.
for?
It is important we have as much clean water on hand as possible.
Very true.
I'll send Crenshaw to inspect it and write up another salvage report.
Hey, no talking work, you two. It's my wedding day.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lily. We're here now. You're right. No more work talk. Rizzo, welcome to the diner. We usually do this for dinner night, but we moved it up for the wedding. I hope you like it.
Mind blown, Doc. I grew up in Quincy. Spent the last 7 years living in a Red Rocket service station. I didn't know places like this existed anymore.
You seriously never come to visit?
If I knew this is how you were living, I'd have asked you to marry me years ago, babe.
Eh.
Thanks. I think. I love you too.
You make anything special for the menu today, DP?
Ooh, yes,
I
what?
did, but it's spaghetti again. Twisted Mister had to finalize the meal by himself, so I had to make it something he couldn't fuck up.
Ah, fair.
But the bread is piping hot. I took it out of the oven myself when I got back from the greenhouse.
Serious? We only get this once a week, at most, and it's my favorite food. I wouldn't have let you serve anything but spaghetti today.
No,
That me feel
makes sense,
better,
alright.
though. I was worried it'd be too regular for your wedding day. You guys are gonna like what I did with it, though.
Ooh, what'd you
You won't
do?
believe what I was able to pull off with this one. You know those chili pepper things you dropped off the other day, Bob?
Yum.
Those were beautiful, weren't they? No more rewiring Wellingham to steal his pepper.
Well, I diced them up, dried that, and ran it through the coffee grinder.
Wait, you put pepper in the coffee?
No, I'm not an idiot. Well, I'm an idiot. I'm just not that severe an idiot.
Got it.
I just use it to grind up the pep. Would you just listen for a second?
Sorry.
As I was saying, ground it up pretty fine, a lot finer than Wellingham's canned shit. And I mix it with the flour and press that into the spaghetti.
Ooh.
Not too much, though. I just want to bring out the flavor, not make you guys hate it. So the spaghetti's gonna have just a small bite to it today.
That actually sounds really good.
You're a goddamn genius, DP. I can't wait.
Where you been my whole life?
Right here, you could have visited.
Surprise! You're so creative, DP.
Uh-huh.
Very
Wink, wink, nudge,
thoughtful of
nudge.
you. I'm sure it will be excellent.
So, we're all here, we're all hungry, the food's hot. I want to say congratulations to Lily and Rizzo. And I want to say welcome, Rizzo, to the Bleachers and the family. This is your first dinner night of many, my friend. Finally, I want to say we should eat before shit gets cold.
Too
Listen
true.
to the man, people. He knows what's important.
So, Rizzo, Lieutenant Dan has informed me you inquired about submitting an application to be a deputy. Is this true?
Oh, yeah, I did. I was with Quincy Security before the Minutemen took it over. I was really young, but they still put me on patrol. And then with the Atom Cats, I've been on patrol in my T-60 for years now. Gunners, ghouls, raiders, you name it, I'll fought them, they died.
I'm sure you move very well in a T-60, but relax. This isn't an interview. We will discuss this another time.
You're gonna make him a
Enjoy your
deputy and not
wedding
me
day.
after everything I've done? God
Oh,
damn it,
sorry, I
Sheriff.
just, you know.
The sheriff makes everybody nervous at first, Rizzo. It's part of a charm. Quit intimidating my husband, Sheriff. He gets enough of that from me.
You
Okay,
poor man,
so
Rizzo.
what did you want to talk about, Lily? It's your day.
Oh no.
Glad you asked, Babs. Good point about it being my day, too. Let me tell you.
Uh-huh.
Here it comes.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I gotta hear this.
See where this goes.
Yeah, you heard of the raided gang up in Salem? Well, the merchants ain't lying. These guys really ran with the whole Salem and Halloween thing.
Oh yeah, that was
I
fun.
mean, those jackasses really do run around in Halloween costumes and shit?
They did. I have one in my
Sorta,
room if you want to
yeah.
see.
They all wear those ridiculous plastic pumpkins on their heads, dye their clothes orange, and put up lots of Halloween decorations.
They were amusing.
Shaw reported something similar. Apparently, they're supposed to call their leaders the Pumpkin King and Queen.
Well, did.
They tried to spread rumors the Queen is a witch. I don't think it really took.
Fair.
Yeah, you should also know they peppered scarecrow booby traps through Salem. Proximity charges.
Yeah, that scared the
You
crap out of
guys
me.
Stay away from them.
Good advice. I will pass it on.
How odd.
But
You're
amusing.
telling me. You should see their, I guess you'd call it a lair. It's a cave under Salem that connects with the ocean under the surface. They had it set up pretty good in there for raiders. I bet a fishing settlement could do really well in there, but raiders are dicks like that.
Raiders are a constant plague on efforts to reestablish some sort of representative order and civilization. I wouldn't be surprised if they had killed legitimate settlement claim holders already in that cave to take control of it.
It's possible.
Given your feelings towards raiders, I can assume there's no Pumpkin King or Queen no more.
Oh no.
There ain't many people up in Salem, but a lot of caravans come down that road to the west of it as they work their way along the coast. So yeah, they had to go. Only a matter of time until they come back, though. Raiders are like cockroaches.
You got that right. There's always another shit who's not above making a few fresh dead bodies to pick clean if they run out of old ones.
When you stop to think these people were everyday citizens of the planet before the war, you can almost sympathize with the bombs.
I don't know if I go that far,
Really
Sheriff.
gives better than
Jeez.
she gets from them. They learned the hard way she was back in town. Didn't they, babe?
Well, I did all the work again, as
Oh,
usual.
that one. Yeah, those gangs are scrambling now.
What did you do this time, Lily?
Those raiders who jumped me in mass chem? You're pushing up daisies. But Crenshaw showed me the notes my sidekick here picked up. He didn't know what to make of it, but I know enough about raiders to know that Jet Joan and Special Ed don't run in the same circles. You know, normally, who gives a rat's ass? But Joan's note mentioned him. And she was in Monsignor Plaza when my sidekick found her. Again, no big deal, but Jet Jones with the Natick Banks Raiders. Not with Special Ed's Corvega Raiders or the Monsignor Plaza Raiders. So we got 3 raided gangs cooperating to get yours truly off the streets at the behest of the gunners who were working for the Institute.
That is a curious amount of cooperation for raiders.
Mm-hmm.
You've got quite the extensive knowledge on raider gang leadership.
Well, they're all dead now.
Not anymore, she don't. They're all dead.
Yep.
Shh, my story, hun. They're finally letting me talk.
Sorry, babe.
Are we about to just like
I trust
recap
you didn't put
everything that's
yourself in
happened in
danger
this?
to accomplish this.
That's the great part of the story. We shake a few raided trees, kick up some dust to make sure they know I'm alive, and we waited for him to panic. After we've scared the shit out of him, I went to talk to Dennis and Goodneighbor. That's what I needed those oranges for, sis. Ain't nothing better to pay a ghoul with than the taste of the old life.
No. No, that makes perfect sense.
So we get them all worried I'm gonna burn a plasma trail up each one of their ass cracks, and predictably they organize a meeting about it.
And then she burns them
Now,
alive.
Dennis didn't know where the meeting's happening, but he knows that the Walden Pond Raiders sent their leader, and they're a small outfit. So we air out the Walden Pond Raiders and capture one named Squeeze alive. And that's what we do, till she coughed up the meeting location. Turns out the meeting's happening right next door to my safe house in the theater district, and nobody knew it. You believe that shit?
How
That
convenient.
monorail car you wanted all that water for a couple years ago?
The same. You should visit one day. You'd love it in there, DP. It's like someone fit this diner in a train car. I was really lucky to find it.
Sounds amazing. I'd love to see it sometime.
So it turns out this meeting is happening in the basement of the building that is literally next door to where my monorail car hangs.
You used grenades, I assume.
Nope.
You know, I didn't. But come to think of it, grenades would probably have been a better idea than what I did.
Yeah, would have been quicker.
Dare-I-ask?
Well, I barred the door real quiet-like so they couldn't get out. And I had my sidekick here fetch some Mr. Handy fuel from my monorail car. I dumped the fuel into the basement.
Yeah, we're trying to
through
eat here,
broken
Lily.
Drain exhaust outside the building, and my sidekick drops a flare down the pipe. Now, you can imagine what happened.
We're trying to eat here.
Kaboom! Good thinking, Lily.
Not kaboom.
Well,
Fry.
actually,
Impressive strategy, Lily. Raider leaders rarely go quietly. Or cleanly.
It was neither.
what? Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Do I even want to know?
You don't, Sheriff.
Well, Mr. Handy Fuel is flammable, and those Raider leaders are dead, so,
It was
So
slow,
much for
Sheriff.
quiet and clean.
Yep.
without getting into details of just how much it took to kill those pricks, yeah. Pretty much.
I'm proud you at least tried to not torture them like a psychopath this time, Lily.
Are you, though?
Baby steps, you know?
All right, all right. Speaking of raiders, it's time to fess up. I've heard a lot of merchant chatter about a giant upset in the Nuka World Raiders. They say someone killed 3 Diamond City expatriates who headed up a gang over there not long ago. It shook up the trade over there some.
Oh my god, we
Same
really are
3
just going to be
Diamond City
recapping everything we've
expatriates
done.
you had
Oh, dear lord.
justifiably swore to kill if it was the last thing you did. Correct me if I'm wrong, but last dinner night, I told you about them and where they were. I got a feeling this ain't a coincidence.
Nope.
Hey, before you start lecturing me on putting myself in danger, just want you to know those 3 assholes had it coming. For years. William killed April and made it look like an accident. We both know it. And Mags, that fucking goddamn evil bitch deserved every second of it.
Whoa, sorry, Lily. I didn't mean it like that. Just wasn't going all the way out to Nuka World a little drastic? I didn't mean for you to do that.
Damn it, DP. April was your friend too. You know what Mags did to me for years when I still wasn't old enough to know better. You know damn well. Look at me. I mean, look at me. You think I don't know how fucking goddamn small I am? For fuck's sake, DP. I weigh less than most kids. And Mags is responsible for that. You know it better than anyone else here. I'm tired of raiders taking shit from me my whole life. They took my parents, my body, my friend, my childhood. They're not getting away with it.
You're right. I'm sorry, Lily. Mags deserve it. I just worry about you since the kidnapping. We all do. I'm glad you got her, though. Real glad.
Yeah, I had her back.
It's a happy day. Good food, good people. Let's do this right. Remember, I love you. We all do.
I'm sorry, DP.
So yeah, maybe stop talking about all the
It's not
murders
your
we
fault.
did.
Been a good friend and the closest thing I got to an older brother. Just raiders and me, you know?
It's okay, Lil. You're my little sister. Always have been. I'm not judging you.
I'm
Why
judging
don't
a
you
bit.
tell us what you did to Max so I can smile about it?
Oh, why? Why are we
Well, I used
recapping
my
all?
power armor to shove William's head up his own ass.
Yeah, that was
Mags
funny.
and Lizzie out in the middle of the desert to die of exposure. Caravans say that usually takes 5 days or so to die. Slightly quicker, but more painful if the giant ants find you. Not bad, huh?
You what?
Yeah,
How is that even possible?
yeah, I was there.
It's no biggie. You just have to be real serious about how you stake them to the ground. Just make sure they're not
I think they were
going
talking about the head up the ass.
No, I mean the... You know what? Never mind. I don't want to know.
That's for the best part.
Yeah, me either. I think I'm good on the details.
Efficient, effective, creative.
I
Sends
don't
a
know if
clear
I'd call it
message.
efficient.
So proud of her.
Someone who causes so much pain to others, particularly to you, Lily, meeting the justice they had coming is rare in this world. Am I happy you found your peace? Yes, very much so. Am I happy you talked about that over food? Not so much.
Agreed.
But I'm still happy you found peace.
Oh, thanks, Babs. Means a lot to know there's something I can gross you out with over food. Finally, after you've been doing it to me for so long.
Lily
What has she
recently came
done?
across a railroad safe house. By pure serendipity, she recovered a very, very large cache of intel on their operations.
I take it they didn't just hand it over willingly.
Oh no, they're all dead.
Serendipity. Yeah. Me and my sidekick here, we stumble on this railroad safe house. Only we didn't know it was a railroad safe house.
How the hell did
Well,
they
I
get
did
the
once I
jump
saw
on
the
you?
thing on the door.
Better yet, how the hell you know they were railroad?
The first guy that greeted us was wearing a Corsa uniform. Same haircut, same flat, monotone voice. But it was just as surprised as we were. And you know what any smart person does when they see a Corsa outfit?
Empty the clip at it.
Empty the clip at it. So that's what we did. The rest of them didn't like that much, so we had to drop them too. At first I thought we stumbled on some sort of Institute remote location, but something wasn't adding up. Shit didn't look right.
What made you think it was railroad?
The tech didn't match. You know what I mean? I know what Institute Tech looks like. Now,
The rest of the time it just got real
place was
weirdly quiet.
stocked with pre-war computers. And we had a courser meet us at the door, and one of the others we dropped turned out to be a synth too. Doesn't leave many options as to what it could be, so I went with the simplest one.
Plus,
They
again,
just
the
left
symbol on the
intel
door.
lying around?
You think so until you remember we had to blast through a courser, a couple of synths, and some others to get to it. So no, not really.
Huh. Good point.
But we cleaned the place out of all the holotapes, and believe me, there were a lot of them. That's the intel Sheriff was talking about.
It was the largest intel haul we've ever gotten on the railroad, and one of the largest I've ever seen. Finding the railroad HQ was child's play. Literally. But we would never have found Ticonderoga without that intel.
No, neat.
It was impressive work, and the value placed on recovering intel shows a good instinct, Lily.
You keep giving out compliments, folks are gonna start wondering if you got replaced by a synth.
Haha!
She doesn't look too happy about that.
Whoa,
Yeah.
bad joke. Bad joke.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I want to hear about the Atom Cat's garage and you crossing
Jesus,
the
are
harbor
we
floor
really
this
just go?
morning.
Oh my god.
Sneak up on him like totally badass motherfucking amphibious power armor super ninjas. Fuck yeah! Woohoo!
That one was a
Hell
fun
yeah.
mission.
Are you going to tell us, or are you going to just sit there wet at the mouth while you think about it?
I'm getting there. Just give me a second to think about being a power armor ninja. Woo! Okay, so it was a dark and stormy night.
I don't
Don't
remember it
make me
being stormy.
regret asking Lily.
Yeah, you already
Sorry,
should,
just trying
Barbara.
to add some color to the story. We followed your plan to the letter, Babs, and it worked like a charm. The crossing itself was kind of boring, except that we heard Sigmund grumble once. A real good one, too.
Oh, you gotta hear about this one, Bob. The Atom Cat's got their own damn sea monster out there off the peninsula.
Really? Do tell, Lily.
Well, I ain't sure what it is. Just we've caught glimpses of it.
Glimpses? What is it? A chameleon or something?
No, it's just that it's at least a click long and the water's pretty murky. Never even seen its head, or even the whole body at once. It's got reptile scales like a death claw does, and when it decides it's gonna grumble a bit and make noise, you hear it for miles and miles.
Neat.
We see it sometimes when we're diving to recover power armor. I don't know what it eats, but it could probably eat our salvage barge whole if it wanted.
Over a kilometer long? Fascinating. Could you get a blood sample for me?
Yeah, I doubt that.
Fascinating is not the word I use when I'm 50 feet below the water, look to the right and see a giant wall of scales moving past me. And a blood sample from Sigmund is one crazy thing you ain't gonna get me to do. Probably need a discard and Sabo syringe to penetrate those scales.
That's okay, Lily. I was just curious more than anything. Let's hope it keeps leaving you guys alone out there.
I bet the gunners were surprised to see you when you got to the other side.
Don't know the half of it. They left one guy watching us. Everybody else was up front, guarding the road like a bunch of idiots. I'll admit, it didn't occur to me that you guys would come out with the water either, but those jokers were completely unprepared.
The only person it occurred to was the doctor, who shared it with us, and it formed the backbone of our strategy for taking the garage.
It was absolute genius, Doc. These guys secured us and took out half the gunners before they even knew the shots were coming from.
Thank you, Rizzo. I'm just glad everyone is okay. Other than the gunners, I mean.
Oh yeah, they're all dead.
Yeah, well, on behalf of all the Atom Cats your plan saved, thank you anyway. Then Crenshaw stuck around and did that thing you guys do to warn the gunners to stay away.
That was
did he?
on my order if you've got any issues with it. Gunners only understand two currencies, caps and violence. We aren't about to pay in caps.
No, it works. We haven't even heard the word gunner at the garage since, much less seen one. It's just, well, Lily warned me. It's just...
It's one thing to hear about us hanging gunners. It's another to see us hanging them in your front yard for your own protection.
Yeah, that. It's not usually something you see settlements and good guys do, you know what I mean?
No, that's a good
No,
point, because
you
the
don't
sheriff
see
and
them
them
do
aren't good
things
guys.
like that. And that's what gunners and raiders rely on. Your civility, which they see as a weakness. Instead of speaking the gunner's language, you see them repel attack after attack, until, one day, the settlement falls and everyone is slaughtered. Civility is reserved for those who would pose us no harm. It is an arbitrary line you limit yourself to, and it puts you at a disadvantage in war. The gunners heard what we did at the Atom Cat's garage because we spoke their language. Understand?
I do. We're grateful for it. We already decided to leave the bodies up there. We're gonna try it your way this time, Sheriff.
The Atom Cats are our friends and allies in addition to being our trading partners. We will always answer their call for help.
Told you, babe. She ain't gonna leave our friend hanging out there. She proved it once already. The Gunners and Raiders know to stay away now.
I know. It's gonna be an adjustment moving here. I gotta get used to the crew being on the other side of the city.
We talked
Fair.
about this. We'll see him every week or two. Think about the warm bed and what's best for our kids. Hey, let me tell you what we did at Quincy to fuck him up. That'll make you feel better.
You ain't wrong about that. You ain't had the time to tell me what happened over there. What the hell were those giant explosions?
Oh my god, those were cool, weren't they?
They were pretty
I thought
cool.
Hawkins was gonna drop the whole causeway down on Quincy.
Those must have been some pretty impressive fireworks.
You don't know the half of it, Babs. Just kaboom, boom, woo, boom, boom, boom. Oh no! Oh, boom, 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 boom. Boom!
Hell yeah.
She grabs a couple of spotters and they drag some quad-barrel rocket launchers to a perch. Linda just lets loose from there. She empties one launcher, her spotters drop the next on her shoulder, and she keeps going until they gotta reload. She shoots those rockets just as well as she shoots any rifle. She shoved them right up the gunners' asses before they knew we were there.
It's heavy, but effective. We don't do it very often, or anywhere near as much as Lieutenant Harkins would like to.
Those bastards have been harassing us for months. It's about time they get exactly what they had coming to them.
Oh, they got it all right. They were still trying to get rid of the ringing in their ears and put their pants on when we rolled in. That place was a ghost town when we were done. Nothing but the breeze.
Without settlers to repopulate the town, I fear it's only a matter of time until gunners, raiders, or mutants move back into the area.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You really think so? It was a pretty decent-sized town before the gunners moved in.
A settlement needs a measure of security and stability to be able to grow. Quincy has none of that. It will be a long, slow process to repopulate. Gunners and raiders are unconcerned with supply lines, and they provide their own security, such as it is. They will always resettle more quickly. We can't provide such security all the way out in Quincy. And the Minutemen? Well, we've seen what they can provide to Quincy.
Very out of date with me being in charge of them now.
Tuck and tail and running. Glad we got you guys watching our backs. 'Cause I grew up there. It's tough knowing it's sitting there, empty. And only 'cause there ain't enough people with the will to move in.
It may yet recover someday, but if it does, it will be because settlers were ready to move back in, not just because it was empty space.
I bet Rizzo would like to hear what you guys got up to in the Mass Pike Tunnel when you got back from the
Christ,
Atom
do we
Cat's
have to go
garage.
through every
I
freaking
will,
thing?
but first, I gotta ask you. Was that your plan, to trap them down there like that? It was like shooting mole rats in a trash can.
Actually, the sheriff had that idea.
The capital region's subway system was a sprawling labyrinth. We learned many ways to use those tunnels to our advantage.
Alright, you gotta let Lily tell a story before you go giving it all away.
Oh, Rizzo, it was so cool. Those gunners didn't know what hit them there either. I just wish you could have been there.
Okay. I believe you. We established that. Now tell me what happened. What's this idea the sheriff had?
Oh, yeah. I forgot that part. So the gunners had the bright idea to attack the department while they were out helping you guys. And the sheriff was able to fend them off, but... Well, the gunners got away alive because a good chunk of her guys were out helping us Atom Cats. We can't have gunners attacking the department and live in because, well...
I can't abide a gunner that breathes. It sends the wrong message.
Fair.
Well, they ain't breathing no more. The snipers pushed him into the Mass Pike Tunnel, and Lieutenant Dan took a mechanized squad in from the other end. That leaves only one way out. A heavy metal door under the old police depot at the end of a long tunnel, which the sheriff welded shut. That tunnel lined them up all nice and neat. They had no way out, no cover, and no chance.
A standard maneuver in the capital. More often than not, when we could drive an enemy force into the subway tunnels, they were falling into a trap.
I think I'd rather have you dodging baby vomit than bullets from now on. Sound good?
Yeah,
See,
good luck with that, Rizzo.
This is why the smart people like me and Bab stay behind that wall.
I have a hard enough time fighting off weeds.
Ha!
I won't argue. That's the smartest thing I've heard all night. So, Lily says all these gunners that have been moving against you were doing it because they can't get over how you spanked them years ago.
Diamond City's guard spanked them, as you put it. Most people in the Commonwealth are aware of what happened next.
Yeah, Hangman's Alley. News of that reached us out in Quincy. We felt like you kicked the shit out with them for all of us that day.
There were a lot of feelings that day. Among them was the commanding officer's feelings. He got away. Neither of his sons nor his brother did.
All right. I see where this is going.
Do we really have to tell it? Oh, yep, we're going to the vault thing next, but Rizzo didn't have that voice line, apparently.
Get this. So after he does such a shitty job trying to take Diamond City, Gunner Command busts him down in rank, and he blames the sheriff.
So he doesn't blame the ones who started the fight for the results of the fight, but the people he attacked.
Yeah.
Did he expect them to just lay down?
Yeah, I didn't say it made sense. That's just what he did. So he takes his few loyalists and decides to shelter up north in that vault you mentioned. Only it wasn't empty. The fucker slaughtered an entire vault full of children of Adam. Not the asshole kind, but the cool kind of Adamites.
That son of a bitch. You know how hard it is to find good people who don't shoot you on sight out here?
I
don't
know,
care if
right?
they're in a cult or not.
I hear you. I got no problems with the ones who are friendly. The Gunners set up a fake front and everything to make it look like nothing happened.
How'd you guys end up getting in? I mean, those things are designed to keep Armageddon out. And while you're a handful, Lil, you ain't Armageddon.
There was a dude who was
At least not once you've had
surprisingly
your morning
camped out.
coffee.
We had a
Who had a
plan.
key card.
One that was so poor it deserved to fail.
I know, right?
Somehow it still worked.
It turns out those Gunners there work with the Bunker Hill Raiders. Those Raiders kidnap and ransom folks in debt to Bunker Hill to Kessler. Now these ain't loan shark muscle raiders. Kessler doesn't send them to do the kidnapping. Kessler pays to get them so they can pay their own bill. But sometimes, pretty often actually, she doesn't pay. And the raiders sell the poor schlubs to these Gunners for like 100 caps a pop. The Gunners either pass them on to the slavers or sell them to the Institute for experiments. Either way, they open that vault sometimes. Am I getting this right?
So far, yes. I'm surprised at the lack of embellishment.
Yeah, same.
Somewhat disappointed, if I'm being honest.
So we decided we were gonna pose as raiders, and I tried to sell my sidekick here to the Gunners to get him to open up.
As I said, an awful plan.
Really was.
I want to point out that was not my idea either.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a bad plan, yeah? We get there and we tell them we're the raiders from Bunker Hill and we got my sidekick here to sell. And they tell us to use the key card they gave those raiders to get into the front door. Obviously, we ain't got a key card, you know? But here's where karma bit the Gunners in the ass. One of the children of Adam
not karma, it's their
some
bad
hoary old
security.
geezer in flimsy robes. He'd been living not far from the entrance, waiting for one of those messages from
Like, right
God
next to it.
to tell him what to do. More importantly, he had a key card to the main entrance that those Gunners were asking for.
Crazy old man Adamite in flimsy robes? Oh, lucky you guys. Let me guess, he decided you were the message he was waiting for?
You're telling me? I had no idea where he was keeping that key card the whole time. I don't want
You
to
don't
know.
want to know.
My sidekick handled it. But yes, when he learned we wanted to air the vault out, he decided it was convenient to believe Adam sent us. So he handed over his unsanitary card.
All he wanted was the claim to the vault when we were done, which we weren't going to occupy anyway. The children of Atom in that vault have a history of non-aggression. He had fully intended on restoring that dogma. It was a fair deal.
So you used the questionable key card of unsanitary origin to get in. Then
Yeah.
what?
Problem is,
A lot of shooting.
we gotta take down their guard before they can get the gear door closed, or we'd never get into the vault, like ever.
I mean,
The
Pit Boy.
inside's a really big cave, so they piled up these old cargo containers into some sort of hollow wall with a maze in it. Real frustrating. You gotta get through that before you can even see the damn main gear door. So these Gunners would have plenty of time to close it if they need to.
Tactically, it's a brilliant strategy to put attackers at an extreme disadvantage. I was impressed.
And yet they still didn't get the door closed, which is real dumb.
Because they recognize the sheriff. We gotta get as close to that door as we can before dropping cover. At first, they wouldn't buy my sidekick, so I had to make it look convincing. I kept trying to upsell, you know? They kept pointing out the obvious flaws.
Indeed.
But they got greedy. When I knocked 40% off the price, they just couldn't resist. All suspicion was gone, and they opened that second gate right up. We got into the maze and then started doing what we do to gunners before they could get the gear door closed and let the sheriff in. I still have no idea how it worked.
It really shouldn't have. Like, literally shouldn't have. Easily one of their people could have run over there with how long it took us to kill them.
This gunner with no sense of irony?
Oh, yeah, he was there all right, hiding behind all his goons. So many goddamn goons.
God, there really were a
I was
lot.
gonna run out of ammo. The sheriff let Oaks pick his...
Oaks was given the opportunity to pursue the only means of justice we could give him. He took it. For Oaks, Abby, and Andy, that's all we're going to say about it, Lily. It's disrespectful to use his tragedy as entertainment.
You say if we've been
sorry.
using all this other
I'll
tragedy
think
for
about that,
entertainment.
Sheriff. You're right. Suffice to say, the stupid gunner colonel is now very dead, as is his privately funded war on the Bleachers.
All right,
I'm
we
glad
done
to
with the
hear that.
recaps, or are we going to
Attacking my
recap literally
greenhouse
the
was
things we just did?
Totally out of bounds and uncalled for.
She took it really personally. I feel the same way if someone came in here and started smashing up my glass.
So how'd this guy get all the caps to pull this off? The gunners couldn't have been funding a general harassment and personal grudge campaign.
They were
They literally
kidnappers
just said
from
the slaving
Institute.
thing.
Real specific
And
targets.
Institute, yeah.
I mean, the Institute chooses stupid targets to replace, but they're still chosen. That's how I ended up getting kidnapped. Their asshole in charge of kidnappings had real explicit orders not to arouse suspicion and mess with us. But that order came from their gunner boss. The Institute decided they wanted me anyway, but that a replacement would get spotted right away. So they made a...
It's okay, Lily. This is your wedding day. Let's talk about something else.
Please.
What they did to her? I'm never gonna forget that.
Lily?
I'm sorry, guys. You're right. This is a happy day. Just give me a few for something shiny to catch my attention, and I'll be all good.
Perhaps if you tell DP and Rizzo how the operation against the railroad safe house
Oh
went.
God, why?
the doctor may like to hear a firsthand
We literally just
account
did.
as
Why are we
well.
recapping all this?
If anything like Bob's other plans, I assume you only needed a tack hammer, and you did it in safety from the other side of the Commonwealth.
After all the other stuff, I might actually believe it at this point. Did she zap them out of existence with a super brain?
Now that would be a trick.
Close. We smoked them out by sending tire fumes up the elevator shaft, leaving only one way out of a building full of poisonous smoke. Huh. And we made sure that the only exit out of the building opened up to a hallway full of turrets with us.
Which
at the
all
other
were
end
destroyed
in case
immediately.
any got through.
You may be the only scientist I know, but I'm pretty sure you're the deadliest one in the Commonwealth.
Yeah, no,
Aw,
that's probably true.
That's so sweet, Rizzo. Thank you.
You've heard me use the expression shooting mole rats in a trash can before, but have you ever actually done it? Because that was damn close.
Whenever I hear one of those stories, Rizzo, it really drives home the message that you should stay on the department's good side.
I wish we had you guys instead of the Minutemen at Quincy.
Part of our strength lies in knowing our limits. We can't maintain security while we are perpetually overextended. I'm sorry we couldn't be there.
It's not like you would have had time to get there even if they could have got a message out. It all happened so fast. Quincy ain't been my home in a long time. Here, I gotta get used to waking up somewhere other than the Atom Cat garage.
Perhaps you'd sleep easier after Lily tells you about our successful
God,
operation
why?
against the Institute. The doctor may like to hear a first-hand account as well.
It's been almost
Was
40
a
minutes
plan
of
after all.
just recapping everything we've
Still
done.
can't
Why?
believe
Why
you
are we
guys
doing
pulled
this?
that off. The entire Commonwealth's been trying to get rid of them for decades.
Oh, wow. It was just another classic Babs plan. Only took a few of us, and nobody fired a single shot. Turns out the Institute didn't really think about how close to the water and how far below sea level they were for 2 centuries.
Where have them bastards been hiding out so long anyway? Nobody could ever find the damn place. Total opposite of the railroad.
Right below the CIT campus just north of here. You believe they were just a few blocks away this whole damn time? Unfucking believable.
There's a valuable lesson in comparing and contrasting their ability to remain hidden with whatever the railroad calls what they did.
Yeah, that's fair
Yeah,
there.
no shit. Would have been nice if the Institute painted a large neon stripe on the street to their front door and told everyone about it.
That's right on the other side of the river, isn't it?
Just on the other side and right up against it. We just had to figure out how to get enough water from point A to point B to do the job. There were some coolant pipes running to heat exchangers on the river floor, but nothing big enough to do the job fast enough.
There was over 50 meters of rock between the Institute walls and the river. That was just the bare minimum distance.
How'd you get through that? I figure they weren't about to let you just walk in there and start digging into their roof.
We forgot to ask.
That's the cool part. You know about them. But Rizzo, you remember I told you about Crenshaw's toys? Turns out one of them is a singularity device.
God damn it, Lily. Learn what it's called.
Whatever. Larry's not a bachelor, or even a guy. Larry's kind of an explosion. Well, implosion? Whitworth was trying to tell me.
Sorry, Lily. I can't sit by and listen to you butcher science like that.
Thank you, Barbara.
Crenshaw took a pretty-looking weapon of mass destruction home with him one scouting trip and put it on his shelf to admire some years ago. Nobody recognized it for what it was. Well, nobody with an intact sense of self-preservation, at least. Thank you, Whitworth. But it turns out it's something called a singularity device. Anything within 200 meters of the detonation is effectively removed from existence. Armor doesn't help, solid rock, heavy metal, air, light, whatever it is, matter or energy, it's just gone in a flash.
And Crenshaw had this actual real-life nightmare sitting on the shelf in his room the whole time, and nobody knew it?
Whitworth knew it for what it was, and was able to make it suitable for undersea deployment when we needed it. But he's a little... As the doctor said, he has no self-preservation instinct. I have no idea how he's lived this long. It just never occurred to him to tell anyone.
Please tell me there's no more unsecured doomsday devices in Crenshaw's room.
A couple.
Whitworth pointed out the rest. We had to explicitly ask him where they were. Something we overlooked previously given it's not normal procedure.
You know, that's fair.
So you guys used it to suck the Institute out of existence?
Yeah. Well, sort of. We used our power armor to slip into the river downstream and made our way to one of those heat exchangers. And we blasted our way into a return pipe and let it take the singularity deeper underground towards
God
their
damn it,
dome.
Lily. Learn the word.
Flew about halfway to the Institute, like Whitworth said it would.
Wait, so the Institute is a giant fishbowl now? You're shitting me.
Yep.
Sure is. You believe the sheriff and Harkins were kicking back with martinis on a roof across the river while me and my sidekick did all the work?
It was very relaxing.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed that.
I know, right? If they'd told me, I could have had Sheffield come up and give him pedicures and shit.
And you guys ain't worried you pissed off some of their topside agents and synths?
Oh yeah,
They
definitely.
have lone courses out there.
We are always concerned with retribution, but the Institute as an entity and a cause to rally around is effectively dead. Their paid informants have nobody to pay them and nobody to inform. Their lone synths are just that, lone, and are in a survival mindset now. Complacency breeds vulnerabilities. It's best if you assume they are still capable of doing some damage. That's how the department is proceeding.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's just they've been the hidden bad guys for so long, it's almost strange having them gone. I suppose we're all gonna have to learn how to focus on other things now.
Since this meal's conversation has been about deeds worthy of mention, I'd like to bring up another point of business at this moment.
Christ, what now?
I would have a word with your sidekick or executive assistant. I do not know what the official title is.
The man who does all the work?
Executive assistant, actually, but I'll be honest, unsung hero would work for today at least. You don't need my permission, Sheriff. You must have done something really fucking wrong to get called out like this over food. Ah!
Look
I will
under
shoot
your
you
dinner
all.
plate. There is something for you there. A question.
Oh, are you finally gonna make me a deputy after I do all of your people's work? Pick it up.
Oh, wow. Would you look at that?
Oh yeah, got made a deputy.
There's
Freaking
something you don't
finally.
see every day.
Still gonna
That's
shoot you all.
quite an honor.
Is it
Totally
though?
deserve
I
that,
mean,
pal.
I could take you all
I'm
on.
gonna lose my sidekick?
I would not break up such a remarkably effective team. Understand that you are still on the power armor route from the garage, however. Your tendency to stay quiet and let your actions speak for themselves is an admirable trait, and one that Lily doesn't appreciate nearly enough.
Good, I know, right?
Hey, now watch it. This mouth wins a lot of fights by itself.
Does
I
it?
talked it over with
Starts
the
them
other
more.
lieutenants and Oaks. You've got the right stuff. You're already a resident. Are you up for the challenge?
They don't offer that to just anyone, believe me.
Yeah, no, I've been asking for a while. Am I actually gonna have a thing here? Oh, there we go. What's in it for me? Yeah, no, I'd be on it, sure, yeah.
Very well then, Deputy. Welcome aboard. Lily, I believe you have something else to go with the badge.
Okay, now it makes a lot more sense why she asked me to hang on to these earlier. I thought they were wedding accessory sponsorships or something. So here, these old things. Luna has a policy of open exchanges if you like other designs of the badge, tomahawk, or blade.
Sweet.
I'm really happy. I am. Now nobody can say I've killed all the sidekicks I've ever had anymore. The small things in life, you know?
There's still time. Oop, oh, okay, pick them up. Change the design, okay, neat. Yeah, change the designs of the weapon workbench.
Might
Cool.
I suggest you think of the children you will have running through the halls of the Bleachers?
Holy shit! Did you just smile?
I assure you, I did not.
Ha! You were so busted, Sheriff. Don't worry, though. I won't tell anyone.
I
Nobody would
will.
believe us anyway.
You did! You totally smiled. I just saw it.
Seriously, though, congratulations, you two. I can't wait to see what the next few years bring.
I can't wait to fill this place with kids. Y'all better worry about what's coming, not hope for it.
Nonsense. I look forward to meeting them one day. They will be safe here.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Thanks, Sheriff. We've been talking about that for a while now. I'm glad we got a place we can finally make it happen.
I want to point out here. I just heard you all say you're looking forward to the future with hope. If I say anything more, I'm gonna cry. So just don't forget today, guys. We won't get many like them.
That right
Okay.
there, DP.
You have an understated wisdom about you, DP. I will deny saying that if anyone asks.
Ha.
Thanks for the reminder.
You all good over there? You ain't said much. Jump in whenever you want.
To the department knows the chem head. Wait, what? 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 Okay. I'm not even gonna touch that one. I mean, clearly she's gonna be able to still hang out with us. She's gonna be a follower. So my ass is going numb. I'm clicking it.
That makes two of us. I got a feeling we're about to wrap up here.
Thank God.
Lily, you asked me not long ago why it always seemed to be you tapped for the important missions. Why I didn't send able-bodied deputies.
Yeah, I've been wondering that. Am I finally gonna get an answer out of you?
Yes, it has all been for a bigger reason and part of a larger plan. Years ago, when Mayor Roberts asked me to stay and head an exterior security force, he said I'd have to train Diamond City to protect itself.
I think you've done a great job, Sheriff. The Codmans hate us more than ever. That's never a bad thing.
The fact remains that myself and the lieutenants are not locals. We're not even particularly good at acting like civilians.
Really not.
And, to be honest, we're old for wastelanders. That's how life works. This world is a harsh place to live and fight. It takes a toll.
So what are you getting at, Sheriff?
The Bleachers belongs to the citizens, as does Diamond City and the Fens. The lieutenants and I are still new arrivals.
Oh, there you
This
go. Hi,
isn't
guys.
our town. We live hard lives. We won't be around forever. Diamond City will have to rely on itself one day to fill those T-60s and protect the Fens. Luna, McGilly, Oaks, Delano, DP, Dr. McClintock, Rizzo, and you. You're the next generation that will replace us one day. You'll have your own recruits, your own chain of command, and your own responsibilities. And they'll need someone to be sheriff, Lily.
Oh my God, Lily.
That is
Wait,
the
me?
worst plan ever,
Are
Sheriff.
You serious? You been smoking Babs' stuff or something?
Dude, does Babs
Someday,
have the good
maybe,
stuff?
Yes. You are a creator and creative. A leader
Is she, though?
and a positive influence on those
Is
who
she,
would follow
though?
you. Look at the Atom Cats. You and Zeke kept those kids fed and safe for years and years, with no help from anyone. And, while molding you is reminiscent of working with clay full of sharp glass shards that bite back, there
That's
is
an
much
understatement.
to work with. Spears said he has never trained a finer T-60 fighter in his life.
Yeah, big
Crenshaw
gap
says you
between a
have
fighter
keen
and a
insight for
tactician.
how the local mind works. Harkins says you remind her of herself at that age, and Dan consistently remarks on your loyalty and tenacity. I agree with both of them. So, maybe one day, when the rest of my hair is gray, I'll ask you if you're ready to take responsibility for Diamond City's safety.
Yeah, you're definitely smoking something if you think I'll make a good sheriff. I ain't never gonna be ready for that. Hell, I don't want that.
That's the first quality of a good leader, Lily.
Well, shit.
Oh my god, it's finally done. I'm at an hour on this recording. This concludes the question portion of the Fens Sheriff's Department. There's much more content to be experienced. Workshop items, Lily follower dialogue, Radiant quest, weapons, armor, and even side quest or other playthroughs you may have missed. Please endorse this mod, even if you hated it. I spent too long on it. Please leave positive feedback and not toxicity for the voice actors. Oh, the voice actors are doing friggin' great. I've absolutely loved all of them. They are trying to build careers, and they've done magnificently on it. Alright, neat. Okay, and so we're going to be done with the mod now because, I mean, we've been at this for a while and we've done what the? She's trying to get into invisible power armor. There it is. There it is. Overall, I have liked this mod. Definitely a lot of weird plot holes with some of the story and some real weird decisions that, like, enemies and such made. But overall, very much did enjoy it. Wasn't the biggest fan of that final wrap-up there. Why did we spend 40 out of the 50 minutes of that final cutscene, basically, just going over everything we did? That was just a lot. But everything else has been a lot of fun, and I definitely have enjoyed it. I think it was a solid successor to the first Bleachers. And, yeah, I doubt they're going to be a Bleachers 3 from how everything sounded in that little exit bit. But overall, pretty neat. I do want to go here real quick before I do finally end. My god, this is going to take a while to actually process this video. Let's go here just real quick for a moment just to see, before I forget, if the Institute is truly done for here. It'll be weird if they didn't close it off somehow. Perfect. Yep, they didn't destroy the Institute at all. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, and with that bombshell, that's going to be it for this episode, and this series will be starting up another mod, soon enough. I'll probably make it go to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday time slot rather than daily, and we'll put Sandrock in the daily one now that we're back to that. But hopefully you all have enjoyed this one, and you come back for whatever mod, quest, story stuff we do next. But until that time, thank you for watching, as always. Have a good one.